Hello there, welcome to Talking Balearics with me, Martin Makepeace, in a very subdued August Ibiza.
Well, interesting, subdued August. Welcome to a very hot and stuffy Mallorca, Mart. How are you?
And obviously that's Richie Pryor, just in case you didn't want to tell
sorry,
you that
I
as
didn't introduce
well.
myself.
Listen.
There
You're so famous these days, Richie, you don't,
I wish.
How are you, mate, anyway?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Very good.
I believe you've been very busy on the A-lister circuit, Rich.
I've been busy, Mark. That's all I'm saying, all right? That's all I'm saying.
That's good, Rich. That's good. You're making yourself, you're putting yourself out there. It's good. What have you got for me this week? Because this is obviously Talking Balearics.
Yes. Well, I think we have to talk about the start of La Liga, Mark. You and I love a bit of football. It is the start of La Liga this coming weekend, and Real Mallorca are playing Barcelona.
Ooh, yeah.
So we need to talk about that.
Obviously, yeah. Anything else?
It's the normal August. Everybody's sort of got their head down and basically working to the end and trying to get to September, if the truth be known. The Bezos are back, actually. If you didn't know, because obviously they've been away gallivanting in Venice, I think it was, for their wedding. So they're. Yeah.
I've got a Bezos story, mate. So we can share that one, can't we? Today?
Yeah. Well, the Bezos are back. What you got?
I've got, last week we went pretty full on, didn't we, with tourismophobia, which is a little bit of a Marmite subject for our listeners. I think some people like it, some people don't. So I'm going full on celeb this week, Rich. I've got the Bezos, as you said, there. Got a little story about them. Got DiCaprio's here as well. Katy Perry, DJ Diplo. Also, a really interesting one, Rich. Did you see? I mean, this came out of absolutely nowhere. Did you see that little story about Ibiza being the meeting point for USA and Qatar? Did you say that? I think.
Yes, I did see that. Yes,
that one, which is a bit strange. Yeah. So we'll expand that a little bit. And finally, I've got some astronomical news. Let's say that astronomical news from the Balearics. So. Shall I start with? Let's go with Bezos, mate, because let's share this one first. I mean, what's your Bezos story? Go on.
Well, the fact that his luxury fleet has arrived back in Palma. He was here earlier on the season, just before he was getting married.
Yeah.
And he's moored up in Palma after his marriage to Lauren Sanchez in Venice in June. His luxury sailing yacht Koru, I think that's how you pronounce it, has been cruising off the coast of the Balearics with the support ship Abiona. It's bigger the Abiona is sort of bigger than most normal people's boats as well. And the Koru, the world's biggest sailing yacht and valued at more than $500 million, is moored up in the main dockyard in Palma right now.
Okay, good, because I've got a little story, because I woke up the other day and I opened my window and there was a big, ugly-looking yacht out there, which I've never seen before, I've got to tell you. So I got my binoculars out, as you do. Sounds a bit strange. Get the binocs out, had a look at it. It was Abiona or Abona, I think it is as well. It's an ugly-looking thing, isn't it? So I did a bit of research on it, and obviously all of a sudden I saw it was this. This is the one. It's Jeff Bezos' supply yacht. Okay, so it's the supply yacht. I mean, this is wealth on a whole different scale, isn't it? It really is. So the supply yacht. Let me just give you some figures on this. Like the Bonner, it's his support vessel. It's got the helicopter. Have you seen the helicopter pan on there?
Yeah.
Which it's $75 million just for the supply vessel. Which, I mean, it's different level, as I said before, and it's got the helipad on there. It's got all the supplies that he's going to need on his main yacht, which is the Koru, which, as you said, is the $500 million Koru, which is arguably one of the biggest and best yachts in the world. So, I mean, the good thing is he's choosing the Balearics for his August holidays, isn't he, really?
Yeah, really good. But that's not all superstars that you've got, Maya. You've got quite a few.
We've got loads at the moment. You can't listen. I walk out my door, mate, and I'm knocking them out of the way. Superstars, A-listers. I mean, we had Janet Jackson was here last 10 days ago, which she came over and just chilled in the north of the island. And DiCaprio's here, Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought he'd come with a school trip, but it was just his latest girlfriend. So
he had that one lined up,
didn't
he?
Boom.
He on the beach?
He's on the beach. Yeah, exactly. Very clever,
Come
Rich.
on.
Very clever. So he's over. He comes. To be fair, he comes over every August, and he's always packed outside all the best bars. I've got a feeling he's with Bezos though, so he might be in Mallorca at the moment. So I think he's hanging around with Jeff and Lauren, as we call them in our circuit. Jeff and Lauren. So he's hanging around with them. So serious wealth in the Balearics, Rich, and me and you.
Well, exactly. But I can't believe you haven't mentioned Jack Kay, Mark. Talking of celebrities.
Yes, of course, Jack Kay. I mean, isn't this a snapshot into 21st century society, Rich?
Totally.
Incredible. Just to give a background, Jack Kay, now known as Ibiza final boss.
Yes, that's him.
He's from Newcastle. He's literally been catapulted to fame, hasn't he? I mean, what did you make of it all, Rich?
Well, as you just said, it's exactly how sort of the world is seen right now. All of a sudden it got to I think it was either TikTok or Instagram or probably both, and all of a sudden this bloke's a star for just literally shuffling a few moves and having a very strange haircut and.
It's incredible. The thing about it, Richie, it was a 10-second clip on Instagram. And everyone jumped on board. Now, I thought it was a little bit funny to start with, and then literally the day after, everybody came out. The whole world came out with their memes, didn't they? Including on the beach. I saw you sent me one as well, didn't you? Who did you send me one?
That was from Halford's. Halford's produced the Ibiza helmet.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I saw he's gone up to 140,000 followers on Instagram now as well. Pasha flew him over on a private jet to appear as a PA.
Wow.
Yeah, him and all his mates of Newcastle, and you can imagine what that was like.
That.
You know what? Imagine what that was like as well. But I mean, really has been catapulted. The thing is, Rich, the interesting thing about Jack Kay, aka Ibiza final bosses, no one really knows him or anything. He's not done any interviews or anything as well, so he's kind of this mythical figure, and I think that's just adding to his allure and his attractiveness to everything, because no one really knows him, but he's just got this kind of he's got this mystique about him. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, but if he can make a few quid, he's been signed to Neon Management, which is the same people that run a lot of the Towie stars, including Joey Essex. So I think if he makes a few quid, good luck to him. So and also, I think it keeps Ibiza in the news, doesn't it, Richard, on an international level?
True.
So yeah, I mean, I don't see any downside apart from making stupid people famous, but you could say that about me, I suppose.
Well, yeah, and actually, what was this thing you sent me about? Are you allowed to talk about it? The thing you sent me about your son?
No, I didn't send it to you, Rich. You obviously saw it on Instagram. I would never send it to you. But now he was in the Princess Diaries, which is Katy Price and Peter Andre's daughter. And it was reality TV, so I think he probably played a part, but he was the Ibiza love interest in episode 3. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Lucky him.
Yeah, lucky him indeed as well. So anyway, after all that reality stuff, mate, please give me some football so we can get back to normality. I'm exhausted.
Well, it's the start of La Liga this weekend, Mark, and what better for Real Mallorca to have Barcelona come to town, the first game of the season. Listen, I'm really looking forward to it. Mallorca have sold a record amount of season tickets, just over 23,000. I think it was 23,044 as a total. They have to keep back, I think it's 10% of the overall gate for away fans. As we know, here in Spain, away fans don't really travel unless you're with one of the big teams, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, those sort of people. There's very rarely away fans come, which obviously means that they can sell those tickets if they get handed back to them as well. So we shall see. I mean, obviously, Marcus Rashford has moved to Barcelona now, so we might be seeing Marcus Rashford play for Barcelona. Obviously, they're the current league champions. They're coming to Mallorca on, well, it's going to be blooming hot. I tell you, it's going to be 30 degrees plus. It's a 7:30 kickoff on Saturday night. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Can't wait, Mark.
I think it's been good. Two things, Rich. I saw that you were hawking a ticket around online. So I mean, obviously,
I might be hawking some more around if I'm working, Mark, as well. So
right, okay. I'm waiting for the price to dip below that ridiculous asking price that you've come up with. But first of all, what a first game up for Mallorca. I mean, really is an amazing game. I think, is it Arsenal-Liverpool the weekend as well, as if I'm not mistaken?
On Sunday.
Sunday as well. So we've got an unbelievable double header there, haven't we, of arguably the top two leagues in Europe as well. But I did hear a little thing about Rashford, Rich. I don't know if you heard it today as well that it's 50-50 whether he's going to be eligible to play, because they've got a bit of financial fair play thing happening, Barça, and he's not yet registered, so it's 50-50.
Oh, really? Okay.
I heard it on TalkSport when I was going around Mercadona earlier, actually. Terry Gibson, who's a very good football correspondent from Spain, said that it's 50-50 whether Rashford's going to play. But I noticed Rashford's been playing very well in friendlies, typical for Man United fans. They'll be up in arms about that. But what a game! What a game! First up, mate.
It is. It's a great game to start for Mallorca, and I think they beat Celta the week after, also at home, and the week after that they got Real Madrid away. So it's a bit of a hot start for them. And we don't know. Obviously, Mallorca finished 10th last season, and we hope that's going to continue. They just missed out on Europa Conference, which I don't think actually was a bad thing, to be perfectly honest, because I don't think they had the squad depth to be able to cope with playing on a Thursday and playing again at the weekend. So, listen, Mallorca start the season hoping to stay up. That's how they look at it. Let's see how they get on.
Rich, let me ask you a question if I can, please. Where does Real Mallorca fit into the Mallorca tourism program? Is it part of it, or does it fit side by side, or do you promote it as come to Mallorca because you can also see top end football as well?
Yeah, listen, I've advertised it as part of my concierge service. I've sold some tickets for this weekend, to be honest, and hope to sell obviously more tickets. Listen, you sell tickets based on probably what the opposition is in reality. If Alaves, for instance, comes to town, how many tickets you're going to sell? You won't sell as many as Barcelona. That's the truth. But I would say, particularly in the winter, I would sort of say it is that come to Palma for a weekend where you can take in some shopping, you can take in some great food, great gastronomy, great wine, and then go watch a La Liga match as well while you're here. You could pass it up quite nicely it's a nice weekend away for somebody, whether it's a group of lads or even a couple. Do you know what I mean? The lad will have to make do with a bit of shopping, and the lady will have to follow football. If they both like shopping and both like football, then it's perfect. Do you know what I mean? And coming up to Christmas time, obviously we have a lot of Christmas markets, etc., going on. So there's that too. So yeah, I think it does go hand in hand to have a La Liga football team, and Mallorca's still beautiful, as well as Ibiza and everywhere else in the winter as well it is in the summer. So
I would imagine I would imagine Palma on Saturday night after the game will be busy as well, won't it? So. It's not a bad night, has it? Let's go and see Barca at the Son Mosh, and then we'll go straight out in Palma for a few drinks afterwards. That ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
It's a good time for obviously the Spanish to go out to eat as well. The game's going to finish about 9:30 at night. Do you know what I mean? So it is a really good time.
Early. That's early to eat for the Spanish in the summer.
I know. People are going 9:30. What's that? But listen, I think looking forward to it. The only thing I'm sort of worried about is parking, because parking is going to be a nightmare, as it always is. And then getting out of the ground at the end, of course, as well, which is always difficult. But let's hope they come away with a win, or at least a draw. That will be a good start for Mallorca.
I mean, it'd be great to see Lamine Yamal. I mean, we can talk about football all day, can't we? But I mean, it'd be great to see Rashford, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. Is it your new signing? Is it Pablo Torres?
Pablo Torres,
yeah.
Pablo Torres. He's come from Barcelona, so
yeah, so it'd be great as well. So
one thing I want to mention actually, Mark, because this does tie in. I mean, it doesn't have a lot to do with Mallorca, but it could do in the future. I don't know if you noticed or heard about today that the La Liga or the RFEF have given the go-ahead for Villarreal to play Barcelona over in America, in Miami at Christmas time.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Which I'm not sure. I mean, listen, I understand the reasons why they want to do it. They want to broaden their horizons and, get their teams out there known. For Barcelona, of course, I don't think that's a problem. For Villarreal, probably more so. But if you're a season ticket holder and it's your home game,
yeah, I know that there is something I did listen to on the radio. They've come up with a solution for that as well. But the interesting stat on that, Rich, is that La Liga's biggest foreign audience is the US, and they signed a 1.8 billion deal not recently as well. So they're just protecting their biggest market, aren't they, or their biggest overseas market as well. So. Interesting, Rich. Katy Perry and DJ Diplo. There you go, Rich. There's a couple of names that you probably say on your radio show every morning, don't you?
Katy Perry, yes. Diplo, not so much. But and I imagine I've heard they're in a little bit of trouble. They're not in trouble, but their management company probably are.
Yeah, well, I did a blog about it last year, and it was one of my most read blogs actually, because I think it really struck its chord. I called him DJ Dipstick actually on my blog, and I think everyone really liked that as well. So just a quick background: he organised a party, and he filmed filmed a video at the viewpoint overlooking Esvedra, and I think because of what he did, there was a knock-on effect, and that's when it all started, that people wanted to close the parking at Esvedra. So I think this guy's culpable. I think he thought it was a good idea, but it's a protected area. Esvedra, as you know, Rich, it's a mythical rock on the southwest coast of Ibiza. It's an amazing viewpoint, and DJ Dipstick decided to do a party there, a free party, and film it. And let's just say that the authorities weren't very happy at all. They've issued him with a €300,000 fine, and which I thought was actually about right, because they really needed to stamp down on this, and they had to send out a message. But I saw from the press this week that he's actually fighting it, so we'll keep abreast of that one. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes. My gut feeling is he'll probably get it reduced, but there will be a big fine there, because they have to send out a clear message that you can't just go to a protected area, film a music video, and think you're going to get away with it. It's impossible to get a permit there anyway. So it was pretty stupid. And talking about permits, we've got Katy Perry as well, Rich, which
yes, I saw that.
I mean, she's just been fined €6,001 by Formentera for filming her video in a protected area as well. Which there was a classic line in the paper saying her production company in Ibiza assured her that all permits were correct, and I was like, yeah, of course. Hey, I've said that 1,000 times myself, mate. So I don't think the problem is, because I work with a production company over here as well. The problem is that the permits take so long to come through that you apply for the permit and you have to film it, and then the permit comes through like 3 or 4 weeks later. But by then, obviously, everything's gone. So, Katy Perry, DJ Diplo, get on the naughty step.
Yeah, I haven't really got too much else, Mark. It's just head down and wait for September, to be perfectly honest. Have you got anything else?
Well, I've got this USA Qatar thing. Just a quick one, Rich.
Oh, yes.
It came out of nowhere, really, where it was a report in the press. So what happened is that, the USA and Qatar are in talks it's about the Gaza war. I don't want to go too much into politics, because international politics isn't our thing on the Talking Balearics podcast, but in a way it's directly affected the Balearic Islands. So one of the sheikhs from Qatar, he flew his plane over. I think they had the meeting on the tarmac at Ibiza airport, but I don't know why. No one's saying it. This is the big mystery, Rich. No one's saying why Ibiza. We don't know. So why they chose Ibiza? Because for the Qataris, I kind of get it. You have a lot of Arab influence in the Balearics in the summer, don't you? They come over in the private jets. I kind of get the Arab influence, but I'm not sure where the special envoy, I think his name's James Whittycoff, I think his name is, he came over. And they had a little meetings on the tarmac. But an interesting thing, Rich, about the Qatari jet that they came over. And, I love all these little, because I'm a boater and I like all these little information, but I love this about the Qatari 747, Boeing 747 that came out, that's worth about $360 million, by the way. And it was an aircraft with a capacity for 89 passengers and 14 crew members. Yeah, we've all been on these jets, haven't we? Long haul, short haul. But it's got 11 bathrooms, 5 kitchens, a private office, and it also has 2 floors. There you go. So different world, mate, isn't it? Different world.
Totally, mate.
It's a world that it's a world that you move in these days, though, Rich. So I suppose you better get used to it, haven't you? And I've got one final story, Rich. Because this affects Mallorca and Ibiza, doesn't it? Because did you read that about the solar eclipse next year?
Yes. I thought there was one happening. Isn't there one happening today, Tuesday, as well? Is it, or is that not me?
It's a meteor shower, and some of my clients, some of my clients said they saw one on Sunday. They were absolutely blown away. But tonight, Tuesday night, in the early hours of Wednesday morning, there's going to be a meteor shower. But the big news is next year, 12th of August, there's going to be a total solar eclipse, which it's when the moon goes in the direct way of the sun and it blocks the sun out. It doesn't happen for very long, just a few minutes. And where's the best place to watch it? On the 12th of August, 2026, where do you think is the best place to watch the total solar eclipse, Rich? Go on. In the whole world, where's the best place?
Mallorca.
It's definitely the Balearics. We're right under it. So I think I read in your press over there that Mallorca is the best place, and followed by Ibiza. So that's exciting. But the classic thing is, Rich, they're already saying that prices are going up for that week to tie in with the solar eclipse. So there's some profiteering happening out there. But I mean, we've got exactly a year to worry about that, pal.
Good, mate. As always, a pleasure. As a pleasure.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to see you, Rich, and have a chat about the wonderful Balearic Islands. Good luck for the weekend to both your teams, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll look forward to speaking to you.
We won't talk about Derby then, no?
No, let's not. We had a really poor. we were awful, but we were hanging on for a 1-1 draw, which was like Christmas for us, really. And Stoke scored 2 in the last 5 minutes. So anyway, win some, you lose some. All right, Rich.
Take care.
Speak to you soon, buddy.
See you soon, Mark. Take care. Bye-bye.
Make me dance.
Hello there. Thanks for listening to Talking Balearics.
If you'd like to get involved with this podcast, myself and mine do this, of course, every week, and it's become very, very popular. And if you'd like to sponsor us, please get in touch, 670-704-311, or Marty's number is
660-662222.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.